Okay, it's Mr. Laidan. Today we are going to demonstrate on how to make iodine solution. In fact, when you go through different reference materials, you find different preparations of iodine, especially aqueous iodine solution, which is also known as logo solution. And also you'll come across weak iodine solution and iodine paint. So today we are going to demonstrate on how to make aqueous iodine solution. So in order to do that, you need to have the official formula. And the official formula can be obtained from different reference materials, especially the Tanzania Pharmaceutical Handbook, Pharmaceutical Codex, and many others. So here with me I have the PCT, Pharmaceutical Compounding for Technicians, the Tanzania Pharmaceutical Handbook, and the Pharmaceutical Codex. So how do you obtain the official formula from this book? There are two ways to do it. You can go through the table of contents or through the index. So when you go to the table of contents, you go through the dosage form. So here we have creams, dusting powders, and many others. So you go to the side of solutions, because iodine solution, it is a solution. And you find the page number. So solutions are on page 220. When you go to page 220, then you will find aqueous iodine solution as it was obtained from the Pharmaceutical Codex. So there are three ingredients. We have iodine crystals, potassium iodide, and purified water, which is freshly boiled and cooled. But in order to do it, you need first to get the required amount. Okay, now suppose making 20 ml of aqueous iodine solution. As I said before, you need to obtain the official formula from the reference book. Now in the official formula, we have three ingredients, which are iodine, potassium iodide, and purified water. Now iodine, this is 5 grams. Potassium iodide, we have 10 grams. Then we need to add purified water up to 100 ml. So this is the official formula. Now to get the amount required, we need to get the factor first. So the factor is obtained by taking the required amount over total amount in the official formula or the given amount. So the required amount is 20 ml. You need to make 20 ml, and the total amount given in the official formula is 100 ml. So after dividing, you get 0.2. So 0.2 is our factor. So let's put our 0.2 here. We multiply 0.2 times amount of each ingredient. So using your scientific calculator, when you take 5 grams times 0.2, you get 1 gram. And when we multiply 10 times 0.2, you get 2 grams. And this is 20 ml. So this is the amount of each ingredient required. So by reminding you, officially we have these ingredients. Now after multiplying by a factor, we have these amounts required. So we are going to use these ingredients here. Iodine 1 gram, potassium iodide, 10 grams, and purified water, which will add up to 20 mils. Now, the solubility of potassium iodide in water is 1:1. So we are going to dissolve this amount in 2 mils. So you have observed that we have potassium, iodine, and purified water. So during making of this, you need to be careful due to the solubility complex. When you mix iodine crystals in water, in fact, it doesn't dissolve. So what you need to do is first to make the solution of potassium iodide. For the matter of demonstration here, I will label my ingredients. So I have purified water here, and I have iodine, and I have potassium iodide. This is purified water, and I have potassium iodide here with me, as well as iodine crystals. So suppose I dissolve iodine crystals directly in water. See what happens. This is purified water. Now, if I happen to put some iodine crystals directly in purified water, this is what happens. So I'm going to stir. So as you can see, nothing is taking place. Iodine does not dissolve in water, or sometimes you can say it poorly dissolves in water. So in this case, there's no any solution you can make. So what you can do is first to make the solution of potassium iodide, then dissolve iodine in that solution. So I'm going to weigh the appropriate amount of iodine using my electronic balance here. So I'm going to weigh 1 gram of iodine crystals. Put your film on top of your weighing balance. After putting, then you should tare to 0. And maybe before putting anything here, you should make sure it reaches 0. You press the tare menu, then you put your X-ray film, then tare to 0, so as to neglect the weight of this X-ray film. Thereafter, you weigh exactly 1 gram of iodine. This is exactly 1.0 grams of iodine crystals, which we are going to use in our preparation. Thereafter, I'm going to weigh potassium iodide. Potassium iodide, 2 grams. This is potassium iodide, so here. It can be scooped by using a spatula. Yeah, and these are 2 grams of potassium iodide. Then, as I said before, according to the solubility of potassium iodide in water, it's 1:1. So I have to take 2 mils, exactly 2 mils of purified water, so that I can dissolve this one in 2 mils. Now, using the appropriate measuring cylinder, I have the 10 calibrated measuring cylinder, so I'm going to measure 2 mils. Yes. And these are 2 mils of purified water. Then drop these 2 mils in the measuring cylinder. So after putting 2 mils of purified water in the measuring cylinder, then dissolve now 2 grams of potassium iodide in this amount of water. So as I said before, the ratio is 1:1. So 2 grams are going to dissolve in 2 mils of purified water. You stir gently until the whole amount of potassium iodide dissolves. Yeah, so it has already dissolved, as you can see. Now, iodine can dissolve in this solution of potassium iodide, which is conversely to that which I did first. So this 1 gram of iodine is going to dissolve in this preparation. My table is very clean, so I'm going to dissolve 2 grams in this solution. You can see it started dissolving before I started stirring. You can see now it's dissolving completely in this solution. Iodine crystals are dissolving completely in this solution. You stir until it has dissolved completely. Now the product has dissolved fully. Thereafter, you shift your product to the measuring cylinder to make the appropriate amount or the required amount of the solution. Mind you, we are making 20 mils of iodine solution or aqueous solution. Now, by using the 50 mils carbureted measuring cylinder, we can measure this. Okay. So now these are less than 20 mils. Now we can add our purified water up to the required amount. It's about 20, but not yet 20. You can add just some amount also. This is exactly 20 mils of aqueous iodine solution. Now, while measuring, we should take into account the meniscus. Read carefully the meniscus while measuring the preparation. Now, this is what we call aqueous iodine solution or logo solution. After you are done, you pack your product in the amber colored container so as to avoid the reaction with light. After packing your product, then you label your product according to labeling procedures. Now, this preparation can be used in thyrotoxicosis and pre and post-operative procedures of hyperthyroidism in such cases. So as I demonstrated before, one thing to note, while weighing iodine, you should not use a metal spatula because of staining. Just use the plastic spatula. But when weighing potassium iodide, it's okay. You can use any kind of spatula. So thank you for your time.